DigiMarcon. It is our final live for today. And if you haven't seen me as yet, my name is Sarah Kassam and I am leading the podcast area. And to finish it on a high note is an understatement. We've had some incredible people, but we haven't yet had an author. And I'm going to gladly introduce you to this wonderful author and inspirer of women in business. Something that I am very passionate about in what I do with Bright Orange Door, alongside Amy and Alice over there at the stand, talking to other incredible business owners and marketers over in the other room there. But I am so excited to welcome Jenny Godfrey. I am so excited that you're going to share your book. But firstly, before we even get started with that, can you let us know a little bit about yourself, your business, which is concept design and marketing. You are a keynote speaker as well, so you're across everything. But I want to know a little bit more. Okay. So let's introduce you, Jenny.
Awesome. Thank you, Sarah. Hello, everyone. It's lovely to be here this afternoon. So I'll touch on a little bit more, but yeah, I started my business 23 years ago. Wow. I had twin boys that were 18 months at the time and thought, why not start my business?
That seems reasonable.
Seems reasonable.
Yeah.
And then, with 3 kids under 2 years, 3 months, that was really, we then fell pregnant again and had another little child. So I had 3 years under 2 years, 3 months and building a business or starting my business. So
that's incredible.
Yeah.
I have a very similar story to that. I've got 3 little ones myself, so I completely resonate the whole way.
Yeah.
And it does seem like a reasonable thing to do, to start a business when you've got little ones. It
flows well.
It feels like it flows, right?
Yes.
Until it gets a little bit tougher, right?
Yeah.
And you find these hurdles along the way. And what I love about what you do is that you inspire people that are in that same situation or have done the same situation, that you can keep going and you can succeed. So I think that's very, very cool.
Yeah.
So what's been some of your highlights through your career so far?
So I would say, do you want me to talk a little bit about the book, shall I, or jump into, because when I actually wrote my part in the book, that really helped when I was going through my chapter and figuring out what I'm going to write to contribute to this. Some of those highlights really came out of that. So I can think through a few times. Most recently, the last couple of years, really, but in those early stages, the absolutely essential is to know myself. Yeah, to know my core values, to know what I stand for, and making sure I get that balance right. Because it's really difficult as a business owner if your core values are compromised, or you have somebody that might be pushing, across those boundaries. Yeah, sure. And as a mum, to get that balance right when you at night time, you've got to go and cook dinner and all that sort of stuff. And you've got to, knowing my core values was really absolutely key for me in those early stages of starting my business, and making sure I was getting that balance right. So investing in myself, investing in my family, and then investing in my clients. So
that's it. And I agree with that. I do feel that within my journey also it's you do rely heavily on those core values.
Oh yeah.
And when you have those moments where things get questioned, you really have to dig deep to establish whether or not that was did you do the right thing at that time, or you have to go through those, and business, especially when you're just first starting, right? It's like it's a hurdle after hurdle after hurdle.
So nowadays I even have the conversation with our clients about their core values. And I think it's actually really important to get that message about their core values out into their marketplace, because it helps them to attract the right people that are going to resonate with their core values, and that just makes for a really smooth transition. So I definitely have that conversation with my clients about making sure that in their message. And if they haven't done some of those, do some of those to tease out what are your core values.
I wholeheartedly agree. And, you know, I'm very similar. And anyone who's ever worked with me knows that the first thing that we tap into is what is your key message?
Yeah.
What is your key messaging, and how does that relate to that morale and that integrity? And, you know, is it who you are?
Yeah.
Because I always find that when you have a business that is trying to message away from their actual core values,
it just doesn't
it doesn't hit. It just doesn't hit, right? It doesn't last. I feel like the longevity of that is it's just not there.
Yeah.
So, okay, I'm super excited. Let's hear about this book.
Okay, so I was one of the contributors of She Built It. This is an incredible book with some amazing women in it who have all contributed, and to be honest, have some amazing stories. It is bestseller in 4 countries, and so jump onto Amazon. You can grab it. And just read these stories of these amazing women, some who have absolutely pioneered the way in their industry, others that have broken down barriers. It's really, really inspiring, and so it was a real honour to be able to contribute to this, because it's being a woman in business, being a mum in business. It's tough, but it is great.
It is great.
Yeah, it's really rewarding. And so, I mean, just as a bit, what I love about, you know, my team, and I've got some mums in my team, when one of them was able to, you know, she went to, I remember she went to, I think it was swimming carnival or something. She was able to be there for the day and enjoy and be there, find that balance between, you know, working and being able to be there. Very similar to a story that I share about myself in the book, where you can be there on the sidelines cheering your child on and then being able to keep, you know, working away as well. Yeah, it's a great balance.
I agree. And I feel like as we move forward, particularly after COVID, I know there's been a lot of discussion about the flexibility in workplaces. What's your stance on work from home?
For my team, it works really well for me and my team. And that's what I was kind of alluding to, is that, you know, when one of my team members, her children were at their swimming carnival, I said, absolutely go. And, you know, we were having a team meeting and she's on the sideline of the pool. And for me, I think I love that. I wanted to be able to do that as a person in business, and so the fact that my team can do it is really great too.
That's it.
So I like that. I understand it might not work for all businesses, but certainly for me, it works well.
That's it. And that's what it comes down to. Every team is individual, and in that marketing space particularly, you know, there's a lot of things that we can do outside of the workplace, and you don't necessarily have to be nailed to a desk. In most cases.
I know there's a time and a place for everything.
Right,
absolutely. Yeah, agreed.
That's exactly it. That's exactly it.
Yeah.
Well, how can we purchase your book?
So you can go to Amazon and you can buy the book from Amazon. It's called She Built It. And as I said, I'm one of the contributors. But yeah, it is available on Amazon.
That's exciting. And this is the first time you've spoken about it, isn't it?
It is, yes. It really is. I'm kind of a yes person. So when I was given the opportunity, or somebody, you know, mentioned about writing a chapter in the book, I thought, yeah, sure. Yeah. Why not? I would love to do that. So I did, and then had to think through, okay, what am I going to write? Yeah. So how I approached my chapter was, I wanted to really look at it from the perspective of what would I tell my younger self who was actually, in the same situation. So I approach it from the more mature me, what would I say to the younger me, across the table in a cafe, what would be some of those key messages that I would, or little, pearls of wisdom, whatever you want to call it, that I would actually impart on my younger self.
That's wonderful.
So, yeah.
That's wonderful. So you've heard it here first. Go buy the book.
Yeah.
It is it will be an incredible read for any woman in business, anyone who, women-led businesses. If you are leading an organization as a woman, or you're hoping to one day take on more leadership roles, these sort of books are invaluable, because you can really take those thought nuggets and wisdom and experiences, and it can help shape what tomorrow looks like for you. So I just want to firstly say thank you so much for joining me, and I believe you're joining me again tomorrow.
Yes, let's.
So exciting. We're going to have another chat tomorrow morning on day 2 of Digimarcon. This has been Sarah Kassam, Jenny Godfrey. Thank you again.
Thank you.
And we'll see you tomorrow. Sleep well, and we'll see you then.